Hello students, welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad powered by Adda 24/7. Students, today we'll discuss the important current affairs, but before going into the video, please subscribe our YouTube channel, like and share our videos, join the Telegram channel and download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links in the description as well as comment section below. We do provide online coaching as well as offline coaching. So every Monday we have a fresh batch in our branches. So do contact our branches at Dilshuk Nagar, Amirpet, Kukatpalli. You can call the numbers available on the screen, or you can visit the branch and you can discuss with the counselors available in our branch and you can know about the further details. So let us go into the video. So the first current affair for today, so Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhammi, so he launched milk price incentive scheme. So this scheme was launched to provide incentives benefiting 53,000 people of the Uttarakhand state. So this is a direct bank transfer scheme or direct benefit transfer scheme where money will be going into the accounts of the beneficiaries. So this scheme is mainly to promote the milk production and milk consumption in the state. Okay. So the state is also targeting to spend 444 crores to open 500 milk sale centers in Uttarakhand. So this is about the Uttarakhand state. So Uttarakhand newly appointed Governor General Gurmeet Singh, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, and the Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhammi. So please remember, very important. Next, Haidarpur wetland, which is present in the Uttar Pradesh state, was recognized as a Ramsar site. Okay, so this site is 10 kilometers away from the Bijnor barrage or the Madhya Ganga barrage in western Uttar Pradesh, and it is also on the river Ganga. So this Haidarpur wetland is now recognized as the Ramsar site under 1971 Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. So with this, UP has total 9 Ramsar wetland sites. So this wetland was identified under Namami Ganga project as a model wetland along the river Ganga. So with this total there are 47 Ramsar sites in India, and this site will support nearly 25,000 water birds, serves as a breeding center for near-threatened Indian grass bird and provides a refugee place to the swamp deers, and also 1% of the population of grey leg goose and bar-headed goose. So they are also present in this site. So this wetland is very important for the ecological development and also for environmental protection. So let us discuss about Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. It's an international treaty mainly for conservation and sustainable use of wetlands. Okay, it is also called the Convention on Wetlands. It is named after a city Ramsar in Iran, and it was signed on 2nd February 1971. 2nd February is celebrated as World Wetlands Day. So let us discuss what is this wetland. So wetlands are area where water is the primary factor controlling the environment and associated plant and animal life. Okay, so they generally occur where water table is at or near the surface of land, or where land is covered by water. So that is wetland. So wetlands, generally the examples of wetlands, if you see, marine and coastal areas, estuaries, lakes and rivers, marshes and peatlands, groundwater and human-made wetlands like rice paddies, shrimp ponds, reservoirs, all these act as wetlands. Okay, so please remember, very important. So next, Federal Bank, Star Health Insurance, they have signed up for bank assurance partnership. So what is this bank assurance partnership? Where bank and insurance company will be enabled to provide insurance products to the bank customers. So Star Alliance will now provide their insurance products to the 8.9 million customers of Federal Bank. Okay, so Federal Bank established 1931, headquarters in Aluva, Kerala. Current director CEO is Syam Srinivasan, and the tagline of Federal Bank is your perfect banking partner. Star Health Alliance is established in 2006 and headquarters is in Chennai. So next, PM Modi participated in Summit for Democracy. So US President Joe Biden has hosted this Summit for Democracy between December 9 and 10 virtually. So PM Modi has addressed this summit, and he said that the democratic spirit and pluralistic ethos are ingrained in Indians, and that is why India is maintaining the great democracy, the largest democracy in the world. A total of 100 nations have participated in this Summit for Democracy. So US capital Washington DC, currency US dollar, President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and this is the flag of US, and you know where is US located. So everyone is quite familiar with US here. So next, Fortune's India's most powerful women in India 2021 list was announced, and this list in India, it is topped by Nirmala Sitharaman, the Union's finance minister. So Neeta Ambani, the Reliance Foundation chairperson and Goodwill Ambassador, she is at second. And Soumya Swaminathan, chief scientist at the World Health Organization, is at third position. So this is India's most powerful woman. So topped by Nirmala Sitharaman, and recently 2 days ago, Sitharaman is also in the list of Forbes 100 most influential women in the world. So Sitharaman bagged place both in the world as well as in the India list. So here are the top 5 people. Nirmala Sitharaman, 1. Rank 2, Nita Ambani. Rank 3, Soumya Swaminathan. Rank 4, Kiran Majumdar Shah, who is the executive chairperson of Biocon Pharmaceuticals Limited. And Suchitra Illa, so she is the co-founder, joint MD of Bharat Biotech Limited, which created this vaccine called Covaxin. Okay, so India's indigenous vaccine Covaxin. So these 3 are the top 5 powerful women in India. Okay, so let us discuss about Fortune. So this is the magazine of Fortune. So the picture on the Fortune magazine is Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook founder. Now it is called Meta. So Fortune is an American multinational business magazine which is headquartered in New York, established in 1929. So they compete with Forbes and Business Week. So their special feature is they have in-depth, long feature articles. So they are providing this ranking since 1955. Okay, so please remember. So next, India Skills Report 2022. So Maharashtra has topped the India Skills Report 2022. So this 9th edition is given by VBox. Okay, so VBox has given this edition, and Maharashtra has topped the list. Okay, in the highest poll of employable talent, followed by UP and Kerala. And the theme for this year is rebuilding and re-engineering the future of work. Okay, so this report is about the future of work, education and skilling to match the talent demand and supply in the growing India. So VBox was established in 2011, headquartered in Gurugram, Haryana. Their main aim is to provide these analysis, okay, about different industries in the country. So these are the top 5 states with highest employability. So first rank is Maharashtra, second is Uttar Pradesh, third is Kerala, 4 is West Bengal, 5th is Karnataka. So these are the employability rates. You will find employment in these states very quickly. So this is the India Skills Report 2022. Next, Airtel and Invest India, they both of them are going to launch the Startup Innovation Challenge. Okay, so this challenge is mainly for startups to develop solutions in 5G and Internet of Things. So these, according to this Startup Innovation Challenge, so startups are invited to demonstrate differentiated solutions in areas like 5G, cloud computing, Internet of Things and digital entertainment. Okay, so winners of the challenge will be given 3.5 lakh, first runner up 2.5 lakh, second runner up 1 lakh. And top 5 startups will be able to use the Airtel Digital Innovation Lab for 3 months, and also Airtel Office Internet Plan for a year, and also selected startups will be given an opportunity to be on board the Airtel Startup Accelerator program. So these are all the initiatives in this Startup Innovation Challenge. So let us discuss about Airtel. Established 1955, headquarters is in Delhi, chairman Sunil Bharti Mittal and MD CEO is Gopal Vittal. And let us discuss about Invest India. It is India's National Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency, established in 2009 under the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. So they mainly focus on sector-specific investor targeting and development of new partnerships to enable the sustainable investments in India. Okay. Next current affair, 2022 RIBA Royal Gold Medal for Architecture is presented to Balkrishna Doshi. So Royal Institute of British Architects, so they have announced that Balkrishna Doshi has won the 2022 Royal Gold Medal. Okay, so this medal was launched in 1848. Okay, it was awarded mainly for the people who are excelling in architecture side. Okay, so Balkrishna Doshi is very popular for a variety of buildings like architectural, cultural buildings, educational facilities, housing developments and residential buildings. Some of his projects include the Shreyas Comprehensive School Complex, Ahmedabad School of Architecture, Indian Institute of Management in Bangalore, and the Aryan Low Cost Housing. So this is about Balkrishna Doshi. Please remember, very, very important. Next, India won a total of 41 medals at the Asian Youth Para Games 2021. So this Asian Youth Para Games 4th edition was held in Rifa City in Manama in Bahrain. So Iran topped the list with 122 medals, and the motto of this Asian Youth Games is Together Rising Stronger. Together Rising Stronger. So this event was organized by the National Paralympic Committee of Bahrain along with the Bahrain government. 750 athletes from 30 countries have participated in this para games of Asian Youth Para Games, which were held between 2nd to 6th December across 9 sports, and India won 41 medals. Iran topped the list with 122 medals. So the fifth edition, next edition is going to be conducted in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. So remember, very, very important. Next, International Mountain Day, observed on 11th December. So this day is mainly to create awareness about the importance of mountains to life, highlight the opportunities and constraints in mountain development, build alliances that bring together the positive change to mountain people and environments around the world. So theme is very, very important. Theme is sustainable mountain tourism. Okay. So what is sustainable tourism? Sustainable tourism is mainly to create additional and alternative livelihood options and promoting poverty elevation, social inclusion, as well as landscape and biodiversity conservation. Okay. So this sustainable tourism is mainly to preserve the national, natural, cultural, spiritual heritage, to promote the local craft, high value products, and celebrate many traditional practices such as local festivals. Okay, so this is about the International Mountain Day. And about mountains, if you see, they are home to 15% of world population and host half of the world biodiversity hotspots. They provide fresh water to half of the humanity, and their conservation is one of the goals of sustainable development goals. Okay, so we need to maintain mountains for our well-being. Okay, so these are the current affairs. Quickly we'll revise. So Uttarakhand launched the milk price incentive scheme. Haidarpur wetland is present in Uttar Pradesh, which is the recognized as Ramsar site. And Federal Bank and Star Health Insurance have agreed for Bank Assurance Pact. USAI launched a summit for democracy. Fortune, India's most powerful woman in India. So who won the list? For topped the list, Nirmala Sitharaman, Finance Minister. So India Skills Report 2022, top state with highest employability, Maharashtra. Airtel and Invest India, they have launched a Startup Innovation Challenge. Balakrishnan Doshi won the 2022 RABA, Royal Institute of British Architecture, Royal Gold Medal for Architecture. India won 41 medals in the Asia Youth Para Games, 4th edition held in Bahrain in Rifa City, Manama. So 5th edition going to be held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, topped by Iran. So International Mountain Day, 11 December. So please remember all these MCQs, these current affairs, and answer the MCQs in Telegram channel at 7 p.m. So very, very important. Please watch the video completely. Answer the MCQs at 7 p.m. in our Telegram channel. So tomorrow Monday we have the weekly revision, very popular in our channel. So do watch 2 parts. You are only watching part 1. Please watch the part 2 also. So it will be easy for you for your preparation for Bank SSC RRB. So please subscribe our YouTube channel, like and share our videos, join the Telegram channel, download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links in the description as well as comment section below. Thank you, students. We'll meet tomorrow in the weekly revision.